What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about YouTube TV. It's YouTube's streaming TV network service so that you can, it's like, at-home cable streaming service. So if you want to stream television shows and watch live television and all that, you can do that with YouTube TV. Now, when it first came out at about $35 per month. Fast forward to a couple of years later, which is now, it's at $70 per month. So they doubled the price. They've added a few networks and things like that, but doubling the price, it's crazy expensive at this point. And to add on to that cost, they put a kind of State of the Union address out on their official blog site talking about YouTube in general. That counts as YouTube, YouTube TV, YouTube Music, YouTube Kids, etc. All those. But the one we're going to talk about is YouTube TV, to talk about some things that will be coming out for YouTube TV in the very near future. Here's what they had to say. They said, YouTube TV will introduce a new add-on package with 4K streaming, offline viewing, aka offline, so you can download TV shows, and unlimited concurrent streams at home. Now, the keyword is add-on from there, so it's going to be an additional cost if you want those new features. But that's kind of cool. I mean, right now it streams in up to 1080p. So to be able to get 4K streaming on your 4K television, I mean, it should be included, to be honest with you, already for free. It's not, but whatever. I guess the other part to that is that, if you have a household that has a bunch of TVs, a bunch of people that want to stream a bunch of YouTube TV, if you get this package, you'll be able to stream as much as you want, basically, as long as you're in the same household. So you could have, sounds like you'd have 30 different televisions with 30 different streams going on. As for when exactly this comes out, I'm not sure, but it sounds like the very near future, and as well as the cost, I would assume it's probably going to be at least $10 a month, if not more. And our last story of the day, we spoke about it yesterday, Apple coming out with a foldable phone sometime probably in 2023. At least that's what the rumors are saying. So it's still, 2 years away for this foldable phone to come out, and it should compete probably with what Samsung has done, either with the Flip or more likely the Fold, because it's rumored to be in that 7.3 to 7.6 inch display range. Well, we have some more information about this. Now, just to let you know before I dive too deep into this, iPhone, Apple, they generally use LG or Samsung displays, and they have been. And Samsung has been also rumored to be making displays for their foldable phone. Without further ado, let's talk about this. I'm pulling this off of the Mac rumor site. I'll link it down below, but they're also getting it from Digitimes. And you can see from the headline, LG reportedly assisting Apple on foldable display development. Apple has commissioned LG Display to develop a display panel destined for a foldable iPhone, according to the Chinese language version of Digitimes. And it says, citing industry sources, Digitimes claims that LG Display is assisting Apple with the development of a foldable OLED display panel for an iPhone. It is not clear, however, if LG Display will supply Apple with this display panel for mass production once it has been developed. But you can expect that when it does come out, have it be if LG actually makes it for them, or Samsung, or both. Just like we heard yesterday, it should be an OLED display, which should match. At this point, I think all the iPhones, all the major iPhones are OLED displays. All the major Samsung phones are OLED. LG puts out OLED displays with basically all their top end or mid to high top end phones. So it should be a great display. LG makes really good displays. I still feel like Samsung makes the best on phones. But regardless, you're looking at, this is getting hotter and hotter, these rumors, and when you add in companies for parts and things like that, maybe it would be before 2023. And Samsung should be getting more and more competition, which means if we get more and more competition with, Samsung's Galaxy Fold line, the prices should come down as well for everybody involved. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, if Apple comes out with a foldable phone, do you think it will take over and be a higher top selling phone than the Galaxy Z Fold 2 or Galaxy Z Fold, whatever the version is out by then? Or do you think Apple will, do bad? What do you think? I actually think if Apple comes out with a foldable phone similar to what we get with the Galaxy Z Fold, I actually think it's going to skyrocket, and I think it'll be their top selling phone, and it will be a huge seller and propel foldable phones into stratospheres we haven't seen yet. And I know this is beginning stages of foldable phones, but almost whenever Apple does anything, it usually catapults everything to the moon and brings everybody around with its tides to rise as well. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you down the road.